Hey guys, it's Carrie Ann from Everything Mom, and not too long ago I did a video talking about how adolescence has been one of the hardest stages of parenting that I've gone through so far. And I also shared a post talking about how mental health can impact the family or you as a parent when it's something that your own child is dealing with. I'll include a link to both the video and the post. But the real reason I'm here today is I am participating in the CAMH One Brave Night for Mental Health Challenge to talk about and bring more awareness to mental illness. Statistically, 70% of mental health illnesses start in childhood. Having a better understanding of what that means and getting the help that these kids and families need when they're young can make a huge impact in the future. One Brave Night occurs on Friday, April 6th, and for my challenge I will be playing games of solitaire 24 hours. So starting at 9 o'clock in the morning on the 6th until 9 o'clock on the morning on the 7th, the Saturday, I will play hopefully 24 hours of continuous solitaire games. I mean, I've been talking a lot about solitaire games here on the channel, which are good to encourage, kids with thinking and just an activity for themselves. But the game of solitaire is a perfect tie to this whole idea of mental health, because as a child dealing with a mental health issue and as a family working with that child, it can be isolating. Mental health is something that we're all starting to realize is just as important as our physical health. It is great to see people a little more proactive in knowing their limits and giving them a self-breathing room. But I still find when you as an individual or family are in the midst of a mental health illness issue, there's less sort of talk about that. There has to be other families who are dealing with this, and it isn't something that has to be dealt with in isolation or in solitude. I like to think I am not the only parent who's going through this, and my child isn't the only child dealing with this, but it isn't something that many parents want to talk about. There's this stigma of, I think, failure as a parent, that we've somehow done something wrong. And I think as a child or a teen, it's a hard enough stage to go through, let alone this whole added struggle. So I'm going to leave a link below to my donation page if you are interested in making a small donation to support CAMH and help facilitate, the services that they provide to both adults and children suffering from mental health. I'd love your support. During the 24-hour period, I'll sort of do updates on Everything Mom's Instagram story. Hopefully those moments won't be of me sleeping. So if you're not already following Everything Mom on Instagram, I'll include a link to that. And on the 6th, you can follow along on the story. Parenting is all about sort of the good and the bad, the easy and the hard. And this just happens to be something hard, but with organizations like CAMH, hopefully more children, more families can get the support they need earlier, so that our children, when they go into an adulthood, can have the coping skills and the tools so they can function. On April 6th, you can join me at the Instagram story to see how I go through my game, 24 hours of playing solitaire. And if you so desire, I'd really love a small donation to my One Brave Night for Mental Health Challenge, and I'll include a link to that below. As always, you can find me here talking books for kids, family travel, and other fun family stuff. So don't forget to subscribe so you can see some of the other more uplifting content.